Last lecture we have learnt with the Kelvin cycle. So let us discuss and the revision of the C4 cycle. You know that C4 cycle is also known as HSK. You know that C4 cycle is also known as H-Slack cycle. It occurs in the plants which grow in the tropical regions. For example, maize, sugarcane, opuntia, like that. Here in C4 cycle, C4 plants are included there. So in these C4 plants, very special mechanism is located there. It is known as Krebs anatomy. Krebs anatomy is nothing but the vascular bundles are covered by bundle sheath cells. This type of the special mechanism is known as Krebs anatomy. Whereas you know that in C4 cycle, in C4 plants, two types of the cells are there. Fine. Mesophyll cell and bundle sheath cells. So mesophyll cells are grana, means grana present, as well as in mesophyll cells light reaction occurs. As well as you say like this, that in mesophyll cell PEP is present but rubisco, but here majority RUBP case is absent. So in mesophyll cell you know that PEP binds with the carbon dioxide and form the first stable product, that is oxaloacetic acid. And then oxaloacetic acid is reduced and converted into malic acid. So PEP is carboxylated and converted into oxaloacetic acid. Oxaloacetic acid is reduced and converted into malic acid. This process occurs in the mesophyll cell. Afterwards, what happened here? Malic acid moved from the mesophyll cell to the bundle sheath cell. So in the bundle sheath cell, the malic acid is back converted into pyrrolic acid. At that time decarboxylation occurs. And with the help of that decarboxylation, the RUBP case. So let me clear this. So in mesophyll cell, PEP case is present, RUBP case is absent, whereas in bundle sheath cell, bundle sheath cells are agranal. Agranal means grana are absent there. So thylakoids are free in the cytoplasm, whereas instead of that dark reaction occurs. And you clear this, in bundle sheath cell, PEP case is absent, where RUBP case is present. As you know that pyruvic acid. So in between the malic acid to pyruvic acid, the decarboxylation process in the bundle sheath cell, 1 ATP is used there and release the carbon dioxide, enter in the Calvin cycle and form the glucose molecule. Pyruvic acid came back to the mesophyll cells and it is phosphorylated and converted into PEG and cycle is continued. Here, due to Crane's anatomy, no chance of the photorespiration. Here, no chance of photorespiration, double carboxylation occurs. As a result, productivity is higher in C4 cycle. As you know, that for the formation of the one molecule of glucose, 6 times C4 cycles are required there. So we require 18 NADPH2 and 30 ATPs. So you know that in regeneration of the PEG from the pyruvic acid, at last I have told you that pyruvic acid is phosphorylated and converted into PEG. At that time 1 ATP is used. So 30 ATPs are used, 18 NADPH2 are used, and in this way, by C4 cycle in that, glucose is synthesized. Now, let us discuss in the CMM plant. CAM plant or CAM cycle. The full form is crassulacean acid metabolism cycle. CAM, it is known as crassulacean acid metabolism cycle. Here it occurs in xerophytic plants or you say that succulent plants like Opuntia, cactus plant, Opuntia, agave, aloe vera, euphorbia, also known as Euphorbiaceae, pineapple, bryophyllum, also known as panfruti. તમે એને પર્ણફ્રુટી કે માનફ્રુટી પણ કહી શકો છો. Welwitschia, etc. બ્રાયોફાઇલમ કે પાનફ્રુટી કેવું છે એની અંદર actually on the leaf margins small leaf buds are formed and from this leaf buds new plant develops. Fine. So in all these plants CAM cycle occurs. What happened here? Let me clear this. Here in xerophytic plant or succulent plant, stomata are closed during daytime, but stomata are open during night time. So this type of the stomata is known as scotoactive stomata. Okay, this type of the stomata known as scotoactive stomata. So here during daytime what happened? Fine. And during night time what happened? Let me clear this. So I can put here a dotted line. So during the daytime what happened? You know that during daytime stomata are closed. So here from that I can start. Then here I can complete it. That's why CAM cycle. Fine. Let me clear this. So during night time, malic acid concentration is higher. From here I can continue with that. So you think about, you only remember that malic acid is more during night time. So during daytime what happened? Malic acid is converted into pyruvic acid. But you know that when the formation of the pyruvic acid from the malic acid, as you know that malic acid is 4 carbon molecule, whereas pyruvic acid is 3 carbon molecule. So released carbon dioxide enters in the C3 cycle, fine, and then it produces the sugar, or you say that glucose. So how CO2 enter inside the C3 cycle and from the glucose, that you know it very well. And from the pyruvic acid, glucose is also synthesized. And then glucose is converted into starch. So during daytime, malic acid, stomata are closed. So during night time, the stomata fix the carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide is fixed during the daytime. So here carbon dioxide is moved from the malic acid, and in this way food is synthesized. So during night time what happened? Exactly reverse procedure. The starch is converted into glucose, okay, and glucose is converted into phosphoenol pyruvic acid. So as you know that PEP is converted into oxaloacetic acid by addition of the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Yes, the C4 cycle is copied here. So during night time, when the stomata are open, at that time PEP receive the carbon dioxide and then converted into oxaloacetic acid, and oxaloacetic acid is reduced and converted into malic acid. In this way, malic acid accumulation is more during the night time, which is used during the daytime. In this way, the food is synthesized in the succulent plant or xerophytic plants which live in desert. So few MCQs. In Calvin cycle, CO2 acceptor is aerobic. In C4 cycle, CO2 acceptor, the primary CO2 acceptor is PEP. and secondary CO2 acceptor is RUBP. And that's why we say that double carboxylation occurs. Whereas in the CAM plant, CO2 acceptor is also 10. Fine. So this is about the CAM cycle. Now photorespiration. Photorespiration is wasteful process. It is also known as C2 cycle. One more thing else, here in the C4 cycle, the first stable product, that is oxaloacetic acid, that's why it is also known as BCA cycle, bicarboxylic acid cycle. So in oxaloacetic acid, the first stable product, that is oxaloacetic acid, here 2 carboxylic acid molecules are there. So C4 cycle is also known as BCA cycle, whereas photorespiration, it is C2 cycle because glycolate is of the 2 carbon, and first stable product is glycolate, there also known as PCO cycle. Here photorespiration occurs when the light intensity is higher, and less amount of the CO2. So two conditions are there where light intensity is high and along with that O2 concentration is small. So in this condition the chloroplast is degraded, and this condition is known as photooxidation or solarization. So photorespiration mechanism is mostly occur in the C3 plants. So photorespiration is characteristic of the C3 plants. Not a C4 plants, okay? Here the 3 organelles are used: chloroplast, peroxisome and mitochondria. As you know very well that here 75% of carbon dioxide is absorbed, whereas 25% of carbon dioxide is released there. So for formation of the 1 molecule of glucose here in photorespiration, we require 8 times C2 cycles. So 8 times C2 cycles form the 12 PGA molecules, because if you know that in the mitochondria the 2 glycine join together and form the 1 cell. So glycine is 2 carbon consisting and serine is 3 carbon consisting. So 8 times C2 cycle forms the 12 pGa. 12 pGa are directly reduced and converted into 12 pGAL. Okay, and then 6 RuBPs are regenerated. 6 RuBPs are regenerated and 8 RuBPs are used. So loss of the 2 RuBP, but against that, fine photorespiration is prevented. At the high amount of CO2, at high amount of this O2, rate of photosynthesis decreases. It is known as Warburg's effect. Now, the factors affecting photosynthesis. Number of leaves, size of leaf, number of chloroplast, amount of the chlorophyll, these all are directly proportional to the rate of the photosynthesis. Whereas the amount of sugar in plant or amount of the glucose is inversely proportional to rate of photosynthesis. Fine. So if the amount of the sugar is higher, rate of photosynthesis decreases. Now the Blackman's factor or limiting factors for photosynthesis, as you know that PAR, photosynthetic active radiation, as you know that PAR is 400 to 700 nanometer. So here Vibgyor is located there. Fine. So blue and red light. Blue and red light. Maximum photosynthesis is there. So in the green light, the rate decreases. Okay, so you remember that blue color light and red color light, the photosynthetic rate is maximum. Whereas CO2 concentration, as you know, that in the C3 plants, CO2 concentration is 360 microliter per liter, and CO2 concentration in the C4 plant is 450 microliter per liter, and optimum amount of the CO2, that is 0.036 percentage. So at 0.036 percentage of CO2, the rate of photosynthesis is maximum, but when you increase the CO2 level up to 0.05 percentage, the rate of photosynthesis increases, and beyond that the rate decreases. So CO2 is the limiting factor in the C3 plants. Okay, now the temperature. C4 plants, C4 plants in the normal temperature 30 to 40 degrees Celsius, and C3 plants 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. Temperature is optimum there. And now only two MCQs. DCMU and PEN. DCMU, dichlorophene dimethylurea, dichlorophene dimethylurea, DCMU and PEN, peroxyacyl nitrates. So this inhibits the PS2. So if any type of this DCMU, CMU, PEN, any type of the chemical is there, So here it blocks the PS2 and photolysis of the water is inhibited there. And diaquat and paraquat blocks the PS1, so it inhibits the reduction of the NADPH2. So this is about the NEET of the 13th chapter. Here I can stop now. Fine. Remaining thing we will discuss in the next lecture.